We're sinking. Too many here.
Yeah, that's where they are. We want them gone.
We've got to make England great again.
And we will win our country back!
Sorry, who are you?
I'm Wesley Winter.
Well, it wasn't like it is now. Totally different. Pubs everywhere, betting shops everywhere, loads of places to go. Now there's none.
Are you asking a brown woman what racism she's seeing?
The biggest problem we've got is millionaires flying around the globe, pursuing their vanity projects and doing what they like with our lives.
Standing in Trafalgar Square, I can see in thousands of faces that revival has already begun.
Don't touch me.
She's pushing.
Move away.
Thousands of people will turn up today and rally at Trafalgar Square to make their voices heard about what they believe is a broken Britain. The organisers have been labelled as racist, fascist and Islamophobic. Up to 1,000 police officers are said to be deployed on the streets of London as counter-protests are expected. We'll speak with both sides to gain a better understanding of what today is all about. Let's go.
Be slaves. Roll Britannia!
Well guys, I've just arrived at the main area where the rally will begin, and just in front of me you just see a sea of St George's flags. You cannot really see past 10 rows of people. Have a look, check it out. So we're going to chat to some of the people and see why they're here today. Let's go. This lady has a sign, not far right, just right. Hey girls, I just saw your sign. What's that all about today? Why are you guys here?
I'm here to support our British culture.
What about you?
Same, here to stick up for our country. For our British rights, our values.
When you talk about values and British culture, what do you mean by that?
We're not racist, as the mainstream media like to portray us. We're just sticking up for British values.
Yeah.
Go anywhere in the world and their culture stick up for their own. It's a time the British had their voices heard and stuck up for our British culture.
When you talk about voices heard, what is it you want to particularly say to the government?
We pay 56 million a week just for illegal immigrants accommodation. Without the legal immigrants, our schools are crumbling, our hospitals are crumbling, just too many people.
Put it another way. When you got the Titanic and they filled it with too many people, what happened? It sunk. And that's what's happening to England. We're sinking. Too many here.
Donald Trump, what's your reason for being here today?
We've got to make England great again.
How are we going to do that?
Well, we've got to get back our values, our Christian values, and go back to proper family life. And have parents in the home.
Right.
Take the government control away.
Bring back the families.
Bring back the families.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. This is crazy. Oh, guys, this is nuts. It's like a football match. There's so many people here.
Oh yeah, they went out.
Oh, guys, this is super packed. I can't even see that far ahead of me. Sorry, lads. Wow, different flags. They got the Union Jack, St George's flag, Welsh flag. Wow, check it out. So many. All here, people today trying to come together. The kind of messages, bring back the country, is what most of the people have been saying. What do you say to the people who deem it as racist, all this St George's flag and all that?
You deem it as you want, mate.
Yeah.
So deem it as you want.
What's the kind of message for today? What are the people actually here for? You say bring
to get our country back.
In what way?
To stop all this wokeness that's going on.
Yeah.
All this stuff that's basically taking our identity away.
Yeah.
We're being driven and driven. Everyone else is being given everything from every other country, but we're not. We've got English people sleeping on the streets, yet they give all these illegal people hotels and all that money, whatever. Why are we being persecuted for them? That's what it's all about.
What's the question?
Yeah, so
What's the question?
Why are we all here today?
Why are we all here today?
Yeah, what's the reason?
We want to take a country back.
What does that mean to take the country back? What's happened to the country?
We're losing all. Too many illegal immigrants. Okay, I got it.
We're here for our fucking kids' future, mate. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
In what sense? What's happening to the kids?
Don't pay like me £200 per
Grooming gang.
Where are they?
No racism.
Here. Here. That's where they are. We want them gone.
Listen, it's not about immigrants himself. As you can see, you're an immigrant. It's not about. It's not about.
I was born here, but
yeah, but you still. It's not about immigrants. It's about illegal immigrants. We don't know who they are.
Our country is under attack. It seems that like migration is being used as a weapon against the English people. The fact that they're allowing unchecked males to come into the country without any sort of background checks, it's nothing to do with racism, it's about protecting our children. So most people that are here have had some sort of experience of either women or children being attacked, right, by people that have come into the country unchecked, and people have just had enough of it, right? We're a very warm, open country. If you come here with love in your heart, we love you. If you come here to commit crime and to attack our children, we have a problem with that. And I think that the government has facilitated that, and that's why you're seeing so many people on the streets. Is we're here just to protect our children and protect our culture.
But the thing is, they're bringing them over. They're coming over on the boats and whatever. They're getting rid of everything, documentation. We don't know them. We don't know if they're bringing over people who are rapists, murderers, or whatever. We got enough at the moment. Our hospitals, schools. My son has been waiting 4 months for a house himself. What's going on? He's got children. He's got to be out in a fortnight from the home that he rents. He hasn't been given anywhere to live with children.
Right. What about the crime that's happening that isn't to do with migrants? I mean, crime is quite rife throughout even London itself.
It is, but I think you also have to look at the trend that things like sexual assault are on the massive rise. And when you see that the percentage of those assaults are by people that are not from here and have had no background checks, they are maybe asylum seekers or whatever, I'd just say people are just kind of raising the fact that this is an issue in the country, right? Yes, crime exists, but when you're seeing a trend of people that have come over on boats attacking our children and attacking our soldiers, something has to be done about it, right? It's the reason that passports exist. You can't go to America or Australia if you've committed a petty crime. Why is that? Because they don't want criminals in their country because they're protecting their children, right? It's the reason that safeguarding exists in schools. If they suddenly said, by the way, we're not doing any more background checks on teachers because it's racist, people would have a problem with that because you want to protect the welfare of children. And ultimately, it's all about protecting the welfare of our children. It's plain and simple.
Listen. Our government are putting them in flats. I live in Nottingham, I do, right? And there's a block of flats, right? Per month, it's £1,500 per month that these illegal immigrants are being put in. And there's a whole block of flats, 20 stories high, full of them. And they've all got electric bikes for free. They all get the £1,500 a month rent paid for them. Okay? All right. My dad, he's fought in Falklands War. My dad's fought 2 tours of Northern Ireland. And my dad is on his arse with money. In British terms, that means you're skint, you're poor. Yeah, my dad is poor and he is skint.
So you think the taxpayer shouldn't have to, top up for those people?
No. Listen. There's 270,000 homeless people in the whole of Britain. That's why I'm here today. Is because there's 207. Not because of Tommy Robinson. They're all singing that. I'm not here because of him. I'm here because of my country. 270,000 British homeless, they're not getting helped.
So what are you hoping after today? What do you think all these people...
To get the more of the message about, we need to now start standing up and getting our country back.
Peacefully.
We don't do it violently, we do it peacefully.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of people here, but it's been quite calm so far. I mean, there's nothing...
The only reason this will kick off today is because of the old bill.
Yeah.
Because they're aching for it. Guarantee it, they're aching for it. If you see anything happen, then the old bill that do it. Because they're two-tier, they're corrupt as well. All of them. Period.
Hey lads, why are we all here today? Why are we here today?
Why are we here today?
Yeah.
Apparently giving away free booze in this pub, didn't you know? No, but it's got to be done, isn't it? We're losing total control of our country. It ain't the England we know, or London we know anymore. And we're been totally beaten into the ground by the politicians. It's a total disgrace.
What is the old England that you knew about back in the day?
Well, it wasn't like it is now. Totally different. Pubs everywhere, betting shops everywhere, loads of places to go. Now there's none.
So it's more about providing opportunities and place.
No, it ain't about anything. It's changed in every direction you could imagine. It's changed.
There are places in this country now that don't at all resemble England as it was 20 or 30 years ago. I mean, it's not about different
racism.
It's nothing to do with different coloured people. It's all to do with every single thing. I mean, you can walk down some high streets. There's not an English shop there. It's just, it's madness.
People aren't spending money like they used to. I mean, they're not. It's hard at the minute.
It is very hard at the moment, yeah. And I mean, obviously, there's more and more people coming into the country, which means there's less and less money, it seems to go around, less and less money for people to go out and spend, and so it's a complete drain.
I mean, look at the people here today. Do they look like racist far right to you?
It's like they love their country, to be honest.
They're not far right at all. But every politician, the media are to blame because they won't show none of this unless there's a fight. Or something goes wrong, that'll be plastered everywhere. If there's untold thousands here, peaceful, everyone wants to show what they're actually thinking, and the media won't show none of it. The media are the problem.
So what's the message of this rally? What is the point of today? What do you expect is going to happen?
A show of strength. We want to let the politicians who won't listen what the people think.
That's it.
Spot on.
Let the politicians see how strongly we feel about things.
But we've got a new government now. Will anything change or
nothing will change?
Who can change it?
It'll change for the worse.
Who should be in charge then?
Nigel Farage. 100%. Yeah. I make you right, yeah. Reform. Shadow of a doubt, yeah. Reforms away. 100%.
If Reform's in charge, what do you think would happen to the country? What should be the first thing that they should?
There's many factors. For a start, they haven't got a manifesto, because people that say they've got a manifesto don't stick to it. Let's make it apparent. No one's shying away from it no more. Illegal immigration is quite clearly the main problem in this country right now, because the population is too much. It's far too high with every aspect. I don't just mean because of your typical, they're taking our jobs. It's got nothing to do with that no more. We haven't got an immigration, we've got taxi service now. It goes further than that, it's deeper than that.
You speak to everyone here, they all say they fear for their children and their grandchildren. That's what, because it's getting worse by the year. And most people here, nothing against the Muslims, I swear it's not against the Muslims, but the Islamification of this country is rapid.
Most people I've spoken to and met today are against migrants, but your sign is a bit different. It says, don't pay the licence. Is that the TV licence?
Yes, that's right. When you have to pay Gary Lineker $1.2 million, that's 70,000 homes that pay for a TV licence to pay for his wage. Now, if he was sponsored by corporate criminals like they are anyway, people wouldn't have to pay their TV licence to pay these people $1 million quid, you know?
How big's that flag, mate? Hey? How big's that flag? Fucking hell.
About half a mile. Best flag you'll see all day, that one.
A big police presence here as well today. You can just see on the left of me loads of police vans and officers down there, and even on the right. So many vans. Even got a helicopter in the sky flying above. Wow. Hi mate, how did you come here today? What's your reason for being here?
Well, you got to support this country, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, it's getting taken over with all the Muslims, and just what happened up at Manchester the other day. I mean, we just bow down to them all the time. You know, 3 women beaten up, broken nose, and then he gets kicked in the head. And, you know, and my kids, they'll have no future in this country. My granddad fought in the war, and what they've given, the Parliament have given this country away in 60, 70 years since the war, and it's shameful. You know,
who's to blame then? Is it the government?
It's the government. They're running they just look after themselves, don't they? They're not interested in the people, and this is why we're all here now, because the people have had enough of it all now.
What should be done?
Well, stop immigration to start with, and sort out who should be here and who shouldn't. You know, and start looking after the people that pay the taxes in this country, the working class, hard-working people. You know,
put the money elsewhere.
Well, I mean, just a bit of common sense. They've got no common sense with it all. I mean, it's a sorry state, this country now. You know, from a great place.
Well, guys, incredibly noisy at the minute. You can't really hear yourself speak walking down here. But there must be at least 10,000, maybe 20,000 people. I think there's going to be way more once we get to Trafalgar Square. I mean, wow. Look how far that goes back. You can't even see the ending, but look at all the flags as well. And it's carrying on all the way this way as well. Wow, this is packed, huh? This is really something crazy. I've never experienced anything like this before. People singing. They're very peaceful. All walks of life are here. You've got families, you've got men, women, all sorts of different people come from all around the country. I met people from Nottingham, some people from further up north, down south, and of course loads of Londoners. But yeah, look at all that boarded off. Got some police officers just to the right. Walking past this huge building.
I just got all of it. There's a big counter demo today.
Oh, okay, yeah, so they're trying to
make sure they're coming from Russell Square, but a load of them turned up down here earlier.
Right.
But don't worry, they got chased out.
Okay, so will we see them later? Will we have a chance to see?
Yeah, they'll be coming round by us at Trafalgar Square, yeah.
I've been asking people today, what's their reason for being here? What's yours?
Well, I'm an ex-veteran, 8 years, and we've got to stand up for this country. If we don't do it, we're just going to lose it. I never went to Northern Ireland and the Falklands War to give this country away. So that's the main reason why I'm here.
People have been saying that, giving the country away. What does that mean in a sense? Is that no more English people in the country, or what does that mean?
Well, all these illegals coming across the channel, being put up, like in hotels and everything else and that, and we got our own people sleeping on the streets. We got 20,000 veterans sleeping on the streets. In London, there's around about 5,000 veterans that sleep on the streets.
Right.
And it shouldn't be happening. Right. It's like Starmer. It's just give all them millions of pounds to Ukraine again. It's not our war. It's not our war. That money should be going into our own people, not other foreign conflicts and anything else and that.
But with the migrants that are already here, they're here even before Starmer. What can we do with those people? The illegal migrants that are here, and
send them back, because they're broken into the country. They're broken into the country at the end of the day. But no, if they come the legal, the proper route, and apply for asylum, then good on it. But they're not doing that. They're coming across on the channel. Look today, another 280 come across this morning, and it's costing us millions and millions of pounds a day, taxpayers' money.
But even to send them back, that's going to be more money itself. Like, when will it end? Even to send them back will cost money. Like, when will it end?
Well, do what they do in Poland and the rest of the countries. Keep them out. Simple as that at the end of the day. That's what they've got to do. But the problem is, Tories and Labour are exactly the same all the time. And that, so...
Who should be in charge then? Who should be...
We should have Farage in at number 10, mate. That's who we should have. Reform. That's who we should have.
Christ is King!
So we're now on the main stretch, heading to Trafalgar Square. And literally, it's pretty incredible seeing the amount of people that's turned out today. Had a lot of different views. It'd be good to hear some of the views on the opposing side. We haven't met any of them. I think we'll see some of them when we actually get to Trafalgar Square. Despite what you think or your views, whether you're for or against, you can't help but feel how incredible this actually is, the amount of people that have turned out today. This is my first time going to any form of march or protest. I just want to get a feel of what it's like. And, So yeah, different kind of views. I'm not for that. you know. But yeah, we got a few of the rowdy, drunk bunch who will chat about that, I guess. Yeah. Speaking to the people, it was clear that they felt strongly about illegal migrants. I wanted to know if they believed all migrants were to blame.
You know, and also the legal immigration's at levels it's never been at before. So we're here complaining about it.
Have you seen anything yourself firsthand?
Yes.
Such as what? What have you experienced?
Well, 375 illegal immigrants being put into 5-star accommodation in the town where I live.
Right. And the taxpayers paying for that?
Yeah. Who else is paying for it? It's not Sadiq Khan, is it?
But once they're here and that's happening, what can be done? What is the solution? Because it just seems like more money is going to be put into, you know, getting rid of men.
One of the first things we have to do is any of them that commit crime should be deported straight away. It's well documented that the crime rates go up where these people from sub-Saharan African countries are coming here. Their culture's different to ours. They don't understand our ways, and they just think they can avail themselves of anything they want. And you know, we're paying for it. So,
is it fair to paint them all with the same brush, though? Are they all bad people, or?
Well, possibly not. But how do you choose? Yeah. When they dump their passports in the channel, they come here with no documentation. How do you vet them?
So they want to come here being untraceable as such, you know? So none of the authorities could find out where they're from, what their reasons are for being here. So that's where they have got the upper hand as such, you know?
So it should be more thorough, more strict on the borders and to prevent it all?
I think the only way to stop them is by actually stopping the gang masters. But as soon as you take a dozen of them out, another dozen take their place. So
fair enough, cool.
Losing back, really.
Cheers. Well, I think your mate just disappeared. Cheers, mate.
See you later.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. So, guys, different, really mixed opinions at the minute. Yeah, different views. People saying about the illegal migrants coming into the country. That's what he was mentioning. He's seen firsthand where he's from. Migrants getting put into hotels. He said around 300. And obviously the taxpayer, the English taxpayer, has to fork up for that to house them and accommodate them. But yeah, really mixed opinions today so far. But we're not even there yet. I can't believe how far we're walking and how many people there are. Well, guys, so Trafalgar Square is absolutely packed. You can hear some music in the background. But man, literally, it's just filled out everywhere you go. It's a sea of people. And that's really been all you can see today. And look at all the flags everywhere. Got the police. Everyone's very, very calm at the minute. Nothing's happened that's bad or dangerous. Oh yeah, we're just going to head into Trafalgar Square. There's going to be like a singer, and a film's going to be played by Tommy Robinson apparently. Yeah, huge turnout. Easily must be like tens of thousands of people here. Wow. Look at that. So yeah, it's a big stage over here. And wow, look at all the police on the left. Those are police officers. There's kind of somebody doing anything, just standing by the side. Okay, this is a bit different, something I haven't seen. Got a flag here, justice for these boys. What's your reason for coming today?
Right, so these 3 boys were murdered in January 2018 on their way to the 16th birthday party. So we've been coming out since then, over the last 6.5 years, trying to fight for the truth and get the truth out there to what really happened to them.
Okay.
Because the police's version was a fake narrative. They didn't use any witnesses at the scene. They used a fake witness. There's documentary online regarding it, yeah? So we've been fighting for justice. So that's why we're here for these 3 boys.
Yeah. That's been a theme today. I've spoken to a lot of different people. They said they're quite fearful and also, yeah, just in general scared of the children's upbringing. What is that to do with?
Well, I would be because The media are there just to hide the real things and the reality of what is really going on in this country. And there's people been on the streets and demoing for years, absolutely years, and it's all hidden. Yeah, they may show some, but then they will lie about that. Like, for example, today this will get portrayed as a far-right rally, instead of just showing concerned people and mothers and fathers that are concerned for the children and their future generations.
I've just heard the voice of Tommy Robinson. I think he's on the stage now.
Let me hear it from Wales.
Let's get a closer look.
Scotland.
Yeah, look how many people there are.
Ireland. Republic of Ireland. England.
Wow, this is crazy.
Let me hear it for Great Britain.
Wow, all different people are here, guys.
This is what our capital city should look like. My activism started, the thing that lit the fire in my belly and my heart was when the British Armed Forces were abused in my hometown of Luton. Okay? Let me hear some love for the British military. But in 2022, almost 46,000 illegal migrants entered the UK on small boats. In 2013, Lee Rigby, a serving soldier, was murdered in a savage attack carried out by Islamists. And in recent days, another soldier was viciously attacked by a man whom we believe to be of African origin and following an Islamist agenda.
Yeah, what do you think of the turnout though? It's a big crowd, eh?
No, good turnout. It was like this last time. I weren't on the last one, but I think it's similar. I think 20 to 30,000. I don't know what the media.
Where have you guys travelled from today?
We travelled from about outskirts of West London.
Okay, so all fairly local.
Oxford area, yeah. So not too far to get down. Yeah, I intend to.
What's like the main reason? What do you think is like the big issue at the minute in the UK?
The big issue is all the Palestine marches and all the flags and the waving the Palestinian flag, especially around here, around Trafalgar. It's a big problem, you know. There's also a lot of problem with the immigration. The illegal immigration is the biggest problem in the country. So it's a big stand against that because you can't. The politicians don't listen. There's no voice. So the only way to show the voice is to do something like this because there's nowhere to vote. You ain't got an option.
So it's also about bringing back the St George's flag because usually it's associated with like racism, far right, but at the end of the day,
that's where it's wrong. Celebrating our country's national holiday is not racist. Do you call the Irish racist for celebrating St Patrick's? So why is it St George's Day, the English people's national holiday? You celebrate that, you're a racist. I don't understand how the two come together. It's bollocks. You wouldn't call an Irishman racist celebrating St Patrick, not having a pop at you, I'm just saying. So don't call the English race celebrating St George's Day. So it's more or less of there's nothing wrong being patriotic about your country. People seem to think you're racist if you are. Bollocks. Everyone has the right to be proud of who you are and where you're from, and that's what we're going to do. And if we want to get demonised for it, so be it.
So what do you hope is the outcome for today?
Just to get the word out there, really, to show that we're not the minority. The people's voice is being suppressed by the media especially. This is the real voice of the country, the people of this country. It needs to be shown. Because it won't be shown on the media. The media is disgustingly biased. And you can see it, like you're saying, sort of your version of the media is sort of YouTube. So you're getting the word out there. You won't see this on mainstream media. When you look on the BBC later, you'll see far-right hooligans and all the same old bollocks. There's no violence here. There's no trouble. I ain't seen no arguing, no fighting.
A few old guys will say this and that, but at the end of the day, it has been quite peaceful, what I've seen.
No, and it always is. Yeah. And it always is. But the media will pick one little incident, that will always happen on marches like this, and they'll make it the whole event. They'll make it the whole story of the event. They'll never show nothing like this, and they just poison the people's minds of the country. It's utter bollocks. But at least here you can actually get a real view how peaceful it is, how calm everyone is, just here to show what they think.
That wasn't on the table.
Yeah, there we go.
So this rally has been going on for at least a couple hours now. Just down there, as you can see, are people protesting like against racism, standing up to Tommy Robinson, but the police have kept them apart. So gonna have a little walk and hopefully chat to them. We'll hear kind of different views on what they think about today. Let's go. Anyone want to say a few words for YouTube? Do you want to say a few words?
I wouldn't bother coming in.
Why not?
I didn't plan for this shit.
I didn't plan either. I'm just doing myself, just seeing what you guys are doing. Yeah. Yeah, how come you guys are all against Tommy Robinson today?
Scum, Nazi scum.
Yeah.
Words to that effect.
What about the other people who are protesting today? They said it's, you know, they want their country back, is the words they've been saying.
Well, that's just right-wing nastyism, and we don't buy into that, do we, surely? This is just the kind of rhetoric that brings in the idiots of the country, doesn't it? It's a call to the racists. This is an all-nation country. This is a multi-nation country, always has been. Yeah. And we fought for this in the Second World War against Nazism. And that's why we're here, against Nazism of all types. And it isn't just about race. It's about sexuality. It's about politics. It's about all of these aspects. Everyone's here against all of those things. So
I met a lot of different people today. I've even met veterans who've said they've been in wars themselves and they're even siding with Tommy or siding with the country itself.
They may well be, but they may well be short of a few brain cells, my friend. Yeah.
Okay. I thought there was more of you today. There wasn't like a bigger crowd.
I don't think anyone's interested in your dead social media, mate. So,
mate, what's your thing? Your thing's dead, mate. So yeah, for some reason this guy's got the ag. I don't know what his problem is. He says the social media is dead. Let's see, guys. But yeah, these are the guys who are against Tommy Robinson. To be honest, these have been a bit more aggressive than what I've seen with all the tens of thousands of people in Trafalgar Square. I mean, I'm not against or for any party. Just wanted to hear both sides of the opinion. But yeah, apparently that guy has got the ump. What a waste man. Yeah. I was in the comments for that guy. So I was just walking around Westminster and it seems like this must be the day for protest or some sort, because there's people kneeling here as well. Yeah, so it's all happening today. Wow, check this out, guys. I think he's singing about God. Okay. Hallelujah. So those guys we just bumped into were Stand Up for Racism. So yeah, it's not okay to be racist, but it's okay to be a dick. So I guess that's what that guy stands for. Tried to get a few more opinions, but couldn't find anyone. So I guess we'll just have to go back. As I'm walking back, I see some more protesters. Hopefully these guys are a bit nicer. So let's try have a word with these guys. Let's see what they say. Hey guys, I see you stand up for racism today. How come you guys are actually here? What's the message?
Let's wait here.
Do you guys mind saying a few words? Just asking what you guys are up to. There's nothing rude, man. I'm just asking you.
It's alright.
You guys?
Basically, just look, that man basically doesn't think I should have the right to exist, and I've demonstrated that as a trans woman I do exist.
Yes, I haven't really heard about that today. It's all been about illegal migrants.
Well, it's everything else is said that's got me. That the illegal migrants and everything is not. He's a very prejudiced man. He's basically any minority, anything that's different to him, he wants to get rid of it.
Well, what I've heard today is calling against, say, illegal migrants who are coming into the country illegally, causing crimes, and that's
that. And he's very good at that. All he's managed to do is whip up press, but say he's also got a lot of friends that are beginning to scare me a lot, like Kelly J. Neal.
Right. I haven't heard him say, to be fair, homophobic. Have you personally heard him say anything homophobic?
Oh, I have online. He's said quite a bit online. And his wife has said even more.
So guys, what do you hope will happen from today? What's the kind of message you want to send?
How people keep coming out and showing their support.
It's a simple message. There's many more of us than you.
Okay, so I think what's happening is that a lot of the people who are part of the Stand Up for Racism are going home, so hopefully we can catch a few words from some of them. Hi guys, what's your reason for coming today?
Anti-fascist march down there.
What's fascist about Tommy Robinson and the guys that...
Yeah, they're all down at Trafalgar Square, so we came to oppose.
Yeah, what's bad that they've actually said though or done that's made you think they're fascist or far right?
Blaming refugees for everything, blaming black people. You know, we're both migrants from Ireland, so we're not having that.
What I've seen today is that they're speaking more about the illegal migrants who are coming in and causing these crimes. Would you agree with that?
Possibly, but I don't think that there's any basis on that, you know, so, but we need to get...
Awesome, thanks for the words, guys. Cheers, thank you. Yeah. So it seems like the messages are being a bit, you know, cross, I don't know what the word is, but yeah, they're kind of similar. Let's see, chat to some other guys. Hey guys, we come from Birmingham, West Brom, or?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your reason for coming today, both of you?
This is our... Well, I've come to support the resistance to Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, what's bad about Tommy Robinson?
What's bad about him? Well, what's good about him? He's a right-wing activist with a long tradition steeped in fascism.
Where are you from? From YouTube, England.
Yeah,
That's
all right. I'm quite happy. Yeah, he's been involved in organising fascist organisations all his life. Member of the BNP. You know, these are people who actually believe we should be blaming other people for the problems in society rather than the people at the top. They've always done that. That ain't the answer. Our answer is unity across the whole of the people, not just with unity of the ruling class.
Speaking to the people today, the main message that I've heard is that they're against more the illegal migrants who are coming in.
They always talk about illegal migration. So that's a big issue, don't they? It's not a big issue really. The biggest problem we've got is millionaires flying around the globe, pursuing their vanity projects and doing what they like with our lives. They aren't the people who are putting us on the dole queue or depriving us of housing. The people who are depriving us of housing are the people who decide that we can't have a public housing system to sort out homelessness.
Yeah,
well,
but the government just spent around, I think it was 700 million on the Rwanda scheme that went to nothing.
Well, that was a complete waste. What they should have done is been processing people properly and finding them some work. Plenty to do in our society.
So is it down to the government to use that money wisely? What is the solution?
Well, it's down to we need proper schemes to sort out homelessness. We need a public housing project that will take people put people in homes, but also give people work as well.
It's myself, and it's Wesley Winthrop on YouTube. Myself, so independent, like journalist. Yeah.
I'm quite happy.
I'm hearing both sides of the argument.
Fair enough.
I want to say something about the 700 million.
Go on.
If you want to bean count about the 700 million, maybe we should bean count the trillions that go offshore into the
true.
And if you want to bean count, then we should count the beans that were stolen during COVID, giving contracts to private companies that were friends of the Tory donors.
Yeah.
That's all I
can
say.
So do we blame a corrupt government?
Yeah, of course we blame a corrupt government, but divisive politics, blaming poor people escaping from wars that we've largely had a hand in, isn't the answer.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers. I don't know why so many people are up against talking to me. Maybe they have seen too many things online or something. But yeah, it's good to finally actually get a few opinions from people. Let's just get a few more as we're leaving. See some guys on rainbow flags and whatnot. Hey guys, I see you got the Stand Up for Racism sign. What's your reason for coming today?
Sorry, who are you?
I'm Wesley Winter. I do on YouTube. I just do my own thing.
And we're being really careful about who we're talking to.
Why is that?
Because of the far right demo today as well.
I'm not like a propaganda person. You don't want to voice your opinion.
You know why we're here? To stop racism, stop fascism.
What racism have you seen? And what fascism have you seen?
Lifetime, you haven't got time to listen. Are you asking a brown woman what racism she's seen?
Well, I'm half Korean, so I've experienced racism myself. I'm just asking what you've experienced.
A lot.
All right.
So anyway, Actor Ellie Begg murdered in East Ham High Street.
All right, cool.
Who are you with?
Just myself, just hearing about the opinions. That's my YouTube. Nothing bad. I'm just hearing both sides of the argument today.
No, don't.
You didn't see it.
Well, all I can tell
Go on.
Is that we're here because
I'm nothing bad, honestly.
Racism. We're fighting racism. But they just set up.
Yeah, I'm against racism too. My mother's Korean, so and I'm mixed. I'm from like half English, half Korean, so I've experienced racism myself. But
yeah,
what racism?
That's a lie, isn't it?
That's a. Oh, I obviously am. What do you mean?
It's just that we've heard stuff like that before. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, What's the kind of message there? Is it against Tommy Robinson? Is it a particular group?
It's against any fascist that thinks it's okay to normalise racism.
Yeah.
That's it. We're saying you're in the minority.
What I've heard today is that they're more against illegal migrants coming in rather than they're against a multicultural society. What do you think about that?
Say that again.
I mean, the people I've spoken to today, they're more against illegal migrants rather than a multicultural society.
Illegal. How do you know they're illegal? They've not had their claims processed yet.
I mean,
one's illegal.
I mean, the ones who come from the boats. I mean, the ones who don't have passport.
They wouldn't come.
Illegal
They wouldn't come on the boat if there were safe routes, and there aren't any safe routes. So what do you want them to do?
Listen, I don't mind if you give me £35,000, right? I'll go to Rwanda tomorrow. How's that? Yeah, you'll be the first one to go there. You know, they spent £700 million.
Yeah.
They're fucking diff. That guy's a bloody curry sucker. Yeah, got no clown. He's a clown, man.
But mate,
they listen. In here, most of them are bloody mafia sitting in there, right?
Yeah.
They haven't got a clue. They sit there and eat and fart. That's what they're good about. That's what you call bloody British Parliament. They're bloody weakest link in the world. Right now, who's controlling them? The Zionists.
There we go, guys, trying to spill the beans. I don't know why they're so against having a few words, but yeah, she was a bit of a Karen. I've managed to speak to both sides now, luckily. I guess the first people that I saw weren't too happy. I think there's like maybe a stigma against people with cameras talking to these stand-up to racism people. Maybe they had some issues in the past or whatnot. But yeah, interesting to hear both parts. Now, I've spoken with the police as well. Obviously, they didn't want to be on camera, but they've also told me that no issues have occurred today, and I haven't seen anything personally too. So I think so far it's been quite a peaceful protest. Nothing's really happened. Obviously, you get the one or two idiots who'll say a few remarks and things like this. But I'm going to try and catch the end of what Tommy Robinson has to say and maybe speak to some of the people involved in his circle if we get a few words. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's go. What was that all about?
They just let a Palestinian with a flag tried to walk through here. They stopped him and went, no, you can't walk through there. He went, I can walk where I want. I can do what I want. We've got it all on video. And they let him go that way. I was here the other week. They wouldn't let me with my flag walk where I wanted to in my city. They're disgusting.
Oh, a few tensions rising. Had to run a long way round because they blocked off. They're still screaming. Wow. Oh, it's just going crazy. Yeah, they blocked off parts of Westminster and the road down Trafalgar Square just to stop the two protests colliding. Now they're sending. I wonder if anything's going to happen because the police are starting to move.
Came here to make our lives better. This ain't just Britain to us, it's the United Kingdom forever.
Something's happening.
So we stand strong.
Someone's on the floor, the police are coming. Let's have a look. Someone's on the floor, there's cameras everywhere.
We are on from A&K, seconds, one of us.
The police are getting involved. I've no idea what's happening. I think they're protecting someone. They've made a circle around someone. Oh, in this man. Police have gone away. What just happened there, lads?
He just literally went to walk past naturally, and they've just grabbed him and rugby tackled him.
Who's grabbed him?
The police just grabbed someone, and they went. He was just naturally walking past, and they've just rugby tackled him.
Yeah, tensions are rising a bit now. Maybe a bit of the alcohol. Who knows? Wow. Let's have a look. It's all kicking off. There must be at least 50 police officers. Maybe not. Maybe about 20. But something's happened. Some controversy. Someone's been injured. Oh. Oh, she's pushed.
Fuck you!
She just pushed her.
I saw it, yeah.
Tensions are rising. Oh, just a lot of yelling. Nothing's really happened. I don't know what it's all about. I think they're just drunk. But yeah, people are pushing and shoving, antagonising the police. But yeah, so far it's been pretty peaceful, I'd say, up until that point. Oh, it looks like someone's just been arrested. I don't know what for. He's been detained. He's got a... Oh, it's getting a bit crazy.
You're just like a video call away from getting sacked, aren't you? You're like in Manchester. Don't push me. Okay, what's the hand went up like that? Let him go.
What are they handcuffing you for, mate?
Day in, day out. We're here to protect you. We're here to protect the English white guy. Yeah.
Punch the former police officer. They're searching me. All the emphasis is on my phone. Next thing you know is my phone officers. Let's prove my
Wow. Yeah, so I just came to catch the end of the rally, I guess, but it's all starting to kick off. But yeah, it is just a minority. There's only like 3 guys there and about 20 police officers. What was that all about, mate? Did you see any of it? Or?
Oh no, like there was a Palestinian flag gone down the road. Yeah. A few of my mates chased after it.
Yeah.
Then the police chased them. Now I can't find them. I think they've been nicked.
But yeah, how's the day been? How's the actual protest been itself?
Been a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one problem, right? You know what I mean?
That's the first I've seen, actually, to be fair.
It's not one problem all day long, yeah? And like you're looking, there's got to be 50, 60,000 there in Trafalgar Square.
Big turnout.
You know what I mean? Like, we come to the last one, the 1st of June. Peaceful. You know what I mean?
We're here for our children, our beautiful grandchildren, and all those beautiful youngsters of all races, creeds, colours and religions that we want them to have a future like we had a past. And the only way that that's going to happen is by everyone coming together and by everyone understanding that this movement that we're building is going to be huge, it's going to be massive.
Oi, what a blazer! There's so many issues they do not want us to talk about. There's so many issues that we have to talk about. If there's 500,000 people watching this, Big Pharma control the media, our government and politicians have betrayed us all, we were all lied to, we were all deceived.
So have you come all the way from Belfast today? What's the reason for coming today?
For this, for the Brits, you know what I mean? We're a part of Britain. The guy came, my mate let me down, so if he's watching it, fuck's sake. But anyway, I'm here, I'm having a great time. Look at the people here.
Yeah, why do you think the Northern Irish are much more patriotic than, say, most of the English people?
We've been living with the IRA. See, well, the IRA, our government, you see, so we've been fighting that same sort of fight. So we know, so that's why we're coming out and over to support people in all of Britain, even down south. Yeah. We support them too. Because the immigration now is getting fucking terrible.
Yeah, what do you think should happen with the immigration just in Britain in general? What needs to be done?
It needs to be stopped. There's enough's enough. I'm homeless. See, I go back home, I've nowhere to go. You know what I mean? I'm here in the hostel for 4 days, thank God. But, sorry for swearing and that, but I'm just excited today to be here, you know.
What's the homeless situation like in Northern Ireland at the minute as well?
Not too bad, just, sorry. I'd rather be here, mate. It's brilliant. The brothers and all's better. I feel like taking my top off today. It's like a sunny, like a holiday, mate. It's freezing back home.
The mate is coming for a Scotsman. To everybody who didn't touch that vaccine, bravo! Hold your heads up high because you've all done the right thing. England, Ireland and Wales and the rest of it. Let's begin the Great Revolution. London, bring it on!
Fight, fight, fight!
You may take our lives, but you will never take our freedom! And we are building a community that no political party can ever match or do! And I believe with what we're putting together as a team, and I mean all of you when I talk about a team, with what we're putting together, there will be 30 million people in this movement by the time we finish, and we will win our country back!
I spoke with a lot of stand up to racism people like during this protest. A lot of them were calling Tommy and the people, Nazis and racists. Would you say this was a racist event today?
No, not at all.
You're joking?
Trying to save your daughters, trying to save your country, is this racist? I don't think so. It's patriotic.
If Tommy is a racist, then is the whole England is racist.
I feel like protests themselves, there's always so much noise, people having different opinions, and the message gets lost at times with any protest. What would you say is the main message for today?
Uniting the kingdom, bringing everyone together. We don't care about race. We don't care about, to be honest, there's not a lot we care about. We just care about the culture, as in keeping our own culture. And I don't think that's a lot to ask for. And if someone is happy to come here and live here like Britons, then we welcome everyone. We have no problem.
So you're happy with the multicultural society? It's more about the illegal migrants coming into the country and...
Do you know what? Even some of the illegals, right? Look, if they come here and embrace this country, just because someone comes here illegally doesn't necessarily make them a bad person.
Yeah.
And we have plenty of our own homegrown bad people that we need to deal with.
Right, exactly. With crime, you see it everywhere. It's not just migrants. Crime's happening everywhere at the minute.
But what we do have is we do have a massive issue with cultures that don't want to integrate into the UK, that want to dominate our own culture, and we're just not prepared to accept that laying down. And we don't want trouble, we don't want problems. We would prefer that everyone understood that this is the UK and it's UK laws, and we are basically a Christian country. Accept it, or the other option is you can always leave and go somewhere else.
So final one, what is the solution? What, say, the government or even the people, what they should...
I think the solution is right here today. Unity. I mean, if you've been around here today, you will have seen people from all different backgrounds. And we are the happiest group that you could ever wish to meet. I've had people say to me today, they've never felt safer. So this is the answer.
So today we've got loads of different viewpoints about what is happening and what Tommy Robinson is trying to do. And it's not just Tommy Robinson himself, he's voicing the opinions of loads of people, thousands and tens of thousands of people came here today speaking on topics such as migration, about children, the safety of their kids, and England and the safety of England itself. I tried to get a few words from the people from Just Stop Racism. Unfortunately, they weren't having it, which is a shame. I got a few words, but I'd have liked it to have been a more balanced argument rather than just shouting statements, but what can you do? But anyway guys, if you're new here, thanks for watching and I'll see you for the next one.